Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade. Let me just transfer this over here. 5th edition Chronicle, Vancouver by Night, Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and it explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if any gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. We've got the Zoom chat over here. If you, as a viewer, ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Or you can skip ahead to the next one. Let's see. We've got some sponsors to thank. First, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who creates these awesome coffin dice boxes with all the different clan symbols on them. You can get like bloodlines. He's got those symbols. Sounds like I'm unwrapping something because I am, which is for a different thing. So go to Instagram. I think it's / Mikhail _ Artoria. I don't know. It's going to be in the chat. We will put it up there wherever the chat happens to be. Doesn't really matter. And next up in the sponsor list is Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of TTRPG veterans ready to work for you. From actual play productions to tabletop game development, they're a one-stop shop for all your tabletop needs. Investing in World of Darkness streaming community helps keep channels like this one online and thriving, and they greatly appreciate any love you can share with them on their Patreon or various media platforms. Those will be in the chat. And Dogmite Games. Speaking of things I was unwrapping, Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And I've got the silver inlaid Raven one here, and you can put like all of your minis and whatnot, and pens, pencils, etc. in there. I've even got an inspiration little token. And it makes such a great noise when you close it too. All right, and Adventure Dice. Adventure Dice is your Canadian source for dice, role-playing game accessories, and other tabletop gaming goodies. Many of the items on their site are handcrafted in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, which is where some of us are broadcasting from. And I believe there is still time. I don't know as of the time that this airs, which will be on the 19th, but I believe there's still some of their dice advent calendars left. So go over to their website and check it out. You might be able to get one before advent stuff starts, before the Christmas time, and you have to open up one of the boxes for each day of Christmas. All right, so now it's time to introduce the vampers. Let's start in our regular pole position, which is Joe over here for Abigail.
Hello, my name is Joanna. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Abigail, the techie Tremere, also she, her. And she is not mean and horrible like her otherworld counterpart, or at least she hopes.
And other Joe.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe, better known as DJ Toridor Nolafang on Twitter, and I am playing Baron Vincent of Clan Bruja, the second best clan after the Toridors. And he is slightly upset that there is kind of honky tonk playing at the bar now. Gotta remember to punch his coterie mate, his actual coterie mate, Smiling Jack in the dick. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how that goes. But nah, he just needs to change that. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else watched that. We can get into the reveals of all this information in just a few minutes. And Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'll be playing Prince Mort. Wait a minute, excuse me. Apparently, I'm not in that dimension, and we are in fact back in this one. So I am playing just the regular Mordecai, who's apparently so cheap that he bought an IKEA bed and he made me sleep in it, and it.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't have to sleep in it.
Also, why would he paint all the limos such a weird color? If he's not gonna splurge on a badge, it hurts my brain. I don't like this dimension.
And ordinarily I would pitch it over to Sara, but she's unavailable for this particular recording. So we're going to throw her stuff up in whatever chat, wherever the chat happens to be. But in last, but certainly not least, over here is Cliff.
Happy time zone, folks. Thanks for tuning in today. My name is Cliff, and I will be playing my usual role as the calm, cool, and collected and not at all confused Duran Giovanni, who has learned some interesting things about this dimension and has some thoughts, none of which include the damn cell phone that he found on the desk of whoever the Duran Giovanni of this dimension still uses. But yeah, we'll take care of that.
And this guy is Storyteller Steve. So let's start off at a different night, because the last time you saw these particular vampires, they were off exploring kind of their own environs and what the characters of this particular dimension, who are now somewhere else, I'm not going to say where, are they're like how their havens were set up and that sort of thing. So let's do a rouse check for everyone. Let's default to 1 hunger. I'm assuming everybody's had a chance to feed and whatnot. Thumbs up for Duran. Thumbs down for Abigail and Vincent. Thumbs down for Mordecai. Duran is the one who bucks tradition this particular time. Abigail, you hear something weird. You hear Abigail.
Who is this?
You recognize this voice. This is not the regular voice. This is the voice of Alan Turing.
Oh.
Wait.
Abigail, you should probably eat something.
I'm sorry. What are you doing in my head?
I've always been in your head, but you should probably
I know
still
you've
eat
always
something.
been in my head. Yes, I will eat. It's a strange place. I don't know what's safe and what isn't, but I'm learning. I will find something. Are you still here?
No.
I will find a place where you are here.
Especially not after the rampage that you went on.
Oh no. Oh. Oh God. What did I do?
You don't remember?
I'm not from here. What did she do?
She ate everyone. She was a vampire at the time.
You what?
I'm sorry, what? All right, I'll eat. Abigail is very, very flustered and
Hungry.
unsure of herself, and she is probably at some point going to start rifling through some history books in the chantry. And she's hungry, obviously.
And Vincent.
Yo.
Did you I can't recall. Did you get hungry in this dimension yet?
No.
Excellent. You hear, "Hey, Vinny."
Oh.
You
Oh.
recognize the voice of Smiling Jack.
Jackie boy, what are you doing?
"Hey, Vinny, you should probably eat something. You know what I'm saying? You should probably go out
You
there,
don't call me
grab
Vinny.
grab
No
one of
one
them,
call-
grab one of them hillbillies that I like putting in your club because you don't like it."
Oh, you're a piece of shit. You know that. You know no one
Yeah.
calls me Vinny. No one's called me Vinny since the camp days. Oh God, that was a long time
Well,
ago.
back then you were like Vinny the Killer, right? You were you took
Yes,
care of shit.
yes, that was my job.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing up old shit? Why the fuck are you here?
You should probably eat something, is what I'm saying.
I am, but
Are
don't
you?
touch me. You know when I see you, I'm punching you in the dick, right?
Yeah, probably, but it's not technically me because I'm in your head.
Well, I'm not punching
Well, it's
myself in
me,
the
but
dick.
it's not me. You. And then that's literally the last part you hear about that.
Shit. Okay. So remember the last time we did this, I told you he like listened to the Mongolians fighting when he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he like, crap. Jack.
Yeah. You are not impressed at all that with the new sound that's there. And Mordecai, again, I can't recall. Did you get hungry in this dimension yet?
Nope.
You hear Mordecai. You very much so recognize the voice. It's the same voice that would be connected to that particular statue that's down in your sub basement.
Shit.
Mordecai.
Oh.
Stop
The
looking
minute that you were in the
around.
room.
You do this every time.
No, this one's a little different. So, how have things been here?
Good. Do you have the item?
No. I have leads, and we're close to procuring it, but I don't have it yet.
Indeed. You should probably eat something.
I'm working on that.
And look at you. Look in the mirror. You look horrible. You look. Have you been diablerizing?
No. What? That's gauche. About the item, though. I've had a lapse of memory. I don't remember where I'm supposed to take it.
That's literally the last thing you hear because the beast isn't going to tell you what you should already know. Let's bounce over to Duran because we haven't talked to Duran yet this particular episode. So you wake up, Duran.
Okay.
It's a place that's familiar.
Familiar, but not.
Yeah. It's like the bedding is okay. Not something you would have gone with for the choice, but yeah, you pretty much only needed to lay down and fall asleep for the day on. So you get a call on your cell phone.
So that thing on the desk rings.
Yes.
What cell phone?
And we established that in the last episode.
Can't do it without a prop, and I'm so used to not having this as a prop. It was across the room.
Yeah, so Duran kind of has to. It's kind of a weird sensation. You don't know where it was because you're not used to having a cell phone.
I have another one to crush. I will do that later. Ciao.
The Independent Alliance switchboard, please hold.
Si.
Oh shit. Wait, what?
Duran.
Si, this is Duran.
Yes. This is Franklin.
Si.
Franklin
Franklin.
Pudneska.
Ah, bueno. Good evening, Senor Pudneska.
We need you to do us a bit of a favor.
Oh, you know that anything for the family.
Yes.
What is it that is required of me?
Naturally. There's one named Mordecai.
See, I know of him. I have dealings with him in the city.
He is trying to track down an item.
See, what sort of item?
It's called a Gehenna stone.
I'm going to assume from the name that it is a hunk of rock of some sort.
Of a fashion.
See. Do we have a description of what a Gehenna stone is? How will I identify it?
It is small, probably about palm-sized, give or take.
See.
We can fax you over the dimensions. Then you look over and there's like a fax machine.
Bueno, see.
It's a fax machine and printer.
Fax over the any of the information you have. I am to
yes.
allow me to guess. I am to ensure that this Gehenna stone does not end up in the possession of Senor Mordecai.
Correct.
But ends up in my pocket instead. That we can get it to.
Indeed,
the Alliance.
Mordecai is kind of a. How do we say loose cannon? In the Independent Alliance.
See, I can understand that. He is a rogue operator.
Yes.
What is the American? A cowboy. That is what the Americans call them.
Margaret would be proud.
It's such a term.
See.
It's a loaded term. It's yeah. The term does not matter. He's on the outs, shall we say, with the Independent Alliance.
See, that would explain certain of the issues I've had in this city. Bueno.
So we will leave you to that. Expect the facts probably in the next hour or so.
Bueno, I will look forward to it. I will ensure that the stone is ours.
You always do so good for the Independent Alliance.
I know where my loyalties shall lie.
Indeed. And then the line goes dead.
Put the line down. I'm going to take the note that I had started to write from before, and I'm going to just shred it into little bits, first of all, and toss it. Then I'm going to take a nice new blank piece of paper.
Okay.
And I'm going to write on it, Dear Duran, this is the other Duran. 2 points of advice. 1, strengthen your ties with Mordecai Strickland. This will be invaluable to you. 2, get the fuck out of Vancouver. The Independent Alliance is going to melt down. 3, don't forget to take Reska with you. And I'm going to sign it. Put it aside, and then I'm going to call Reska.
Reska comes in,
and he's going to take the cell phone and he's going to send a group text to the group chat that says, "I am busy for approximately an hour. I would suggest meeting after that, not sandwich. Minchinos," and a question mark, and hit send. Give me a moment. I need to just make sure that certain things are in progression.
Indeed. Everyone else gets that group chat message. How does everyone respond? Abigail, let's start with you.
Does Abigail know where this Minchino's place is?
Yeah, it's a place that Duran has taken all of you before. It's one of his two tailor shops.
Right. Okay. So Abigail writes back, what time exactly?
What time
And
is
you
it
say an
now?
hour?
Yeah, an hour.
Let's see. What is your humanity? Duran.
5. So
let's see.
I still got to get rid of some.
Yeah. So it's like 7 to, okay, so you would wake up around 7, and then this preparing stuff probably would have taken
Yeah,
about
about 8.
half an hour.
So
yeah.
yep.
Give or take.
So I'm going to
maybe.
say, yeah, I'm going to say 10 p.m. That'll give me enough time to do what I want to do.
So Abigail writes back, perfect. See you there.
Vincent, how do you respond to said groups of text messages that are coming in?
Has Vincent ever been to this place?
No, Vincent has not been to
don't believe so,
Vincino's.
yeah.
He's the one person who hasn't.
Okay, so I will send. Are we getting business casual tees? Question mark. What is this? And he will send like emoji of some dress shoes, slacks, and a dress shirt, upside down smiley face, and a pumpkin.
And I'll respond with basically the Mincino's business card, which I have no doubt will be in the phone. And you just there you go, and it will pop up on the screen with the address and everything else.
Share contact, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay, this looks snazzy. Okay, I'll be there. Give me 10 minutes watching an anime before we go.
Mordecai, when you eventually roll out of bed, because you probably wouldn't have rolled out of bed for at least another half an hour.
Why? I mean, I'd probably get out of the bed fairly quickly because it's just not. It's like the princess in the pea, really. You know something's wrong, you can't place it.
Yeah.
It's because there's 1,000 less thread count than you're used to.
Yeah. So, how do you respond to the text message stream?
Well, I see everyone's affirmatives, and so I'll send that thumbs up. But then, not to be outdone in the emoji department, I'm going to send the strong arm, a bat, a smiley face with the asterisk and the ampersand eyes or whatever, a broken heart, a purple heart, and a lightning bolt.
Vincent totally understood all of that.
Considering that Duran did not use any emojis at all, he's going to look at that and look at Ressica and say,
He's gone insane.
I think Mordecai
It's,
needs a little extra time to take care of his urges. He is brokenhearted over the loss of somebody dear to him. I don't know.
I don't know what the lightning
I don't
bolt
need to
means.
know. I don't need to know. It means he's going to do it quickly, but he would know his triggers. I am sure. So I'm going to take the cell phone and look at Ressica and say, first of all, these things are dangerous. They are a potential breach of the Masquerade, and I'm going to break the cell phone. Now the message has been sent. I don't need it. Snap the cell phone, drop it in bits, and say, the last message I received from the cell phone, though, was from the Independent Alliance. And the request that I had made, they moved on very quickly. If you would join me, please, as I welcome you into the family.
Okay.
And I'm going to embrace her.
She's completely clueless. But as an embrace, I get to look up those rules.
There are rules for that?
There are
Talk
rules
amongst
for embrace?
yourselves. Yeah, there's always rules for everything. That anymore?
includes a loss of humanity, doesn't it?
There would be a loss of humanity.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there's a loss
Welcome.
of humanity.
Wait, does the loss of humanity go away if we go back to our other dimension?
No.
Damn it.
See, I'm not on the
Holy
bottom anymore. See, I'm no
shit.
longer the only.
What was
wait,
Abigail
wait,
thinking about doing?
Oh no, not
Living
Abigail,
up to her
not in
reputation
character.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
What
Why
the
not?
hell?
Maybe Vincent will become a
What
daddy.
was Abigail? Do it.
Hasn't done
Abigail
it
has a
yet.
humanity of 7 still. I
Hey,
mean,
you could do like 3 before it becomes a concern,
4 if you want to push it.
right? Or if you want to throw in a diablerie in there, but we all know that's bad.
Is that what you want to do? Sorry about the typing noises. I am looking this up on Demiplane. Because Demiplane is awesome. Nexus. Vampire the Masquerade. Embrace. Talk amongst yourselves.
yeah, I'm guessing that the Abigail that's in this dimension, considering it seems like she wiped out a whole bunch of people at Bletchley Park, is probably already has a humanity of 4 or so. I'm guessing.
He sounds a bit savage. Not gonna lie. You no wonder Mordecai's on the outs. He's probably the one with the highest humanity.
Yeah, I figure that the 5 of these kindred are on Our World Prime, currently in a jail cell,
Oh shit.
glaring at the other members of the Enterprise, going, "Let us out!"
Jaws, the one that's the jailer.
Jaw's gonna have his hands full.
Joss got the highest
Yeah,
humanity.
it would be kind of like, "Let us out, John. And where's your mustache and beard? Why are you like that?"
Why do you not look like your mirror?
I cannot
dimension
find
duplicate?
those particular rules on the fly. This is weird. Court.
I didn't know
favor,
that there were
overture,
rules.
Plans. Yeah, so let's just
Okay.
do the drop of humanity. And then what is your generation?
My generation is 12th.
12th. Okay, so Resica, after all the screaming and yelling because of the Akata clan bane of causing pain
Ouch. Mhm.
with the embrace, she is not having a good time. There's a few heartbeats, which is weird because you don't have any heartbeat anymore, but it's like just kind of like a few like 1,000, 1,000 that you're like, has Duran actually embraced anyone before?
Nope. First
Okay.
time.
So there's a few seconds after you drain all of Resica's blood, the body goes limp in your arms, and you're like, do I try to get a bit more out, or do I not? Because there is a bit more in there. And you bite your wrist, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Put the blood over her mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and you. There's that few seconds that Duran is thinking maybe it didn't work. And then a few more seconds pass. And then her eyes kind of open. And she's like, and I'm going to do a roll because she's basically at a hunger 4
Frenzy.
level right now. By the way, your hunger would go down to 0. But,
And then go back down to 1 because I
go
put a
back down
point
to
into
1.
her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
So I'm gonna
found
do
the Diablerie thing for you.
Is it Diablerie?
Excuse me. Embracing.
Embrace. All right.
One
What is
moment.
it?
One moment. You probably clicked the wrong thing. Embrace.
Ooh, she
It
is
didn't
not
click.
having a good time.
Oh shit.
She is extremely hungry. She's almost feral in looking around.
Implying embracing or the destruction of a touchstone would damage humanity directly. At least that's the implication.
Yeah, we've already done that.
She's not a touchstone.
Well, embracing or so
Sorry,
yeah,
that's only
she's
about that.
nearly feral in her looking around. Like you can definitely tell she's on the cusp of frenzy and needing blood.
Okay, I'll get her attention, and I'm going to mesmerize her into settling down.
All right.
So my manip and dominate versus her intelligence and resolve.
Those up for that particular character.
And that's okay. I'll make the rev check. And yes, I will pop my manipulation as well successfully.
All right, she's at 400 too. Well, that's definitely a. Yeah, that's a thing.
Six successes, one willpower down.
She also got 6 successes. Actually, no, sorry, that's a not good one. She got 5, so she is. You can see that it took a bit of like extra oomph on your side to kind of like will this particular line of thought into her head, but eventually the brain kind of calms down.
Excellent. Is Francis in the house?
Francis is
The
generally in the
ghoul.
house. Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, he's kicking.
Okay. I'm going to have Ressica stay there in the bedroom. I'm going to go have a chat with Francis and let him know that Ressica's just been embraced and has become a full-fledged member of the family. Something that, he is still on his way towards doing as well. We're going to need some blood for her because she's feeling rather peckish and hungry right now. And she's going to need his guidance for the next little bit because I'm going to be in and out. She's going to need a hand adjusting.
We do have some blood in the cooler, the fridge, whatever.
Excellent. Make sure she has
Is there
enough to settle her?
Well, yeah, it's one of those things. Probably be kind of hard to guess right about now. Would she be? Does she have any like restrictions or anything?
Don't know yet. We're about to find out.
All right, I guess I'll start at the beginning. He goes in the fridge and he grabs like some AB.
Excellent. I must go out and meet with the coterie. Take good care of Ressica. Your own embrace will depend on it.
And the rules were actually found. You don't actually drop a humanity, but you do get 2 stains.
Okay.
So that'll be a roll later on.
I can deal with it.
So you don't lose humanity yet.
Yeah. The night's still young. So would everybody be okay to fast forward to the meeting place so we can get you all together in the one spot? Or does anybody have anything that they want to do between now and then?
Abigail is just quickly, she would have stayed in the chantry.
Okay.
So would the Chantry have anyone on tap, so to speak? Anyone that Abigail could drink from so that she could bring down her hunger to 1?
The Chantry generally has some perspective people.
Okay. Abigail is going to find a suitable one that is not military or army or anything like that, and is going
Oh
to.
yeah, that's easy enough to do in this particular group.
Okay. Gonna take a drink. And that's it. And then we can fast forward.
Okay.
Are there any anime plushes in this Vincent's closet?
Yes.
I will take one and bring it with me.
Okay.
I will put it in the back seat of the motorcycle.
There's still like there's probably a brief pause in which Vincent would kind of look like, should I stay here and like watch the rest of these seasons of this anime? But then you're like, oh no, I told him I'd go already. There's that pinch of like, I want to see what happens, but Mordecai, good with fast forwarding. After Mordecai does the standard check through everything, different layers, the snakes kind of follow you, etc.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, no, he's just sort of a bit discombobulated, but everyone in his immediate circle seems mostly the same. So he'll get a bit of a nip from the wet room, and then go down and pick a car.
Which car?
I don't know.
There's a lot of Teslas down here.
What? Oh no. God. I'm gonna die.
Whole bunch of different colors.
Okay, we're gonna take the limousine because I really want to break all the Teslas, though. I really do. How much would it hurt to put my fist through the engine block of one of them?
Probably a lot.
Of a Tesla?
Well, it would still cut up your hand a fair chunk, and all the cheap fiberglass and shit.
I'll
There
pop
is
a
no
random
en-
hood.
There is no engine block to a Tesla.
I'll just pop a random hood, pull all the connections off of the battery.
Okay.
Close the hood, and then sort of crunch it so that it stays closed.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find my driver. And
Readily available.
now she wasn't with us completely, was she? She was at the car
Yeah.
when we zorped over here.
Yep.
So she's actually from here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
is she?
Damn it. Well, then she's going to stick with me then, and we'll find out. I get 2 of them. All right. Yeah. Let's fast forward.
Okay. So everybody is pulling up to Duran's. Is that the secondary shop? For
No, it's a primary shop. Minchino on.
For everyone playing the home game.
It is.
I believe in Gastown.
The address. No, it's not in Gastown. It is. Come on. Where did I write this? I know I wrote this down. No, that's not it either. You know what? The notes have grown to be so bloody thick and huge. Oh, look. That's where I started writing things down for Baby Duran. Minichiello, 101 to 118 2nd Street East.
Okay. Right. So everybody is pulling up there. How does the exterior look?
It's an older brick building, obviously kind of turn of the century. A little bit of Art Deco around the top, and two very, very large windows with clothing displays in them, and then a set of double doors. It has the close sign on, but there are lights inside.
So I'm assuming there's a lot of this type of style in Vancouver with the once you have the double doors closed, there's like the metal grates, but I'm assuming one of them is kind of like
Yep,
slightly askew.
open.
Yeah. So everybody goes in, I'm assuming. Vincent,
Say that again.
you're going into the shop
Okay.
once everybody gets there. So yeah, I'll let you all take it from there.
Bueno, ciao. How is the Sundown Appreciation League and Book Club doing this evening?
Let me just say that I am not looking forward to seeing what mess got left in our dimension, because the Abigail of this dimension is apparently pretty horrible. So I don't even want to know what we're coming back to at this point.
How have you ascertained that the Abigail of this dimension is horrible, if I might ask?
She went on a rampage with the coders at Bletchley Park.
And?
That's pretty damn bad.
What, like a rave?
No, like she ate them.
Go Abby.
Now,
Apparently.
if the Abigail of this existence is a much closer to her beast, let us say, more of a monster, I imagine you found it difficult to emulate her.
Yes.
I imagine that you have possibly even been soft on some people.
Possibly, yes. A little, tiny bit.
Well, that takes care of that question.
What is the question?
There are benefits to being in a new land. There is a story I read forever ago about a man who slips dimensions, and in one he finds that the paperclip had not been invented. He invents the paperclip and becomes stupidly rich. In another, he discovers rock and roll had not been invented. He does up 4 musicians to look like the Beatles, and again, stupidly rich. There are benefits to be had. However, if in your case, your alternate here is known to be a cruel, let us say, and commanding sort, and you have let it known that you are not, and actually quite the opposite, there are already going to be people moving against you.
Sharks in the water.
I understand.
So that means
we got to get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. See, we need to.
Well, yes, and honestly, we need to protect our own dimension as well. So for the sake, because we don't know, potentially the coterie that landed there is not the same coterie from here.
There is no guarantee we can get back to our dimension.
Well, yes.
We may have to make do with where we land. I am hoping we can get out of here.
So yes, I mean, I guess we would end up maybe in a sliders situation. I really hope not, but you are right, Mr. Joanne.
The little hamburgers?
Oh no! Oh, never mind. You know what? When we get back to if we get back to our dimension, I'll show you, because I don't think they had it here.
Vincent comes in with a stuffy, like holding an anime stuffy.
Barone Vincenzo.
We need to get out of here. This place sucks, but also is kind of cool, but it really fucking sucks. Did you know there's like 4 or 5 extra seasons of Tokyo Mew Mew here? Also,
Bring them with you. Be rich.
no, because it
What-
only had season.
What can we carry across with us? And there is now, when we seem to have skipped dimensions, we did come across with what we have. I find actually some of the fashion statements here, I'm memorizing the rules as they are here. There's a lot more use of color, and shawl lapels have not gone out of style. So it's very interesting to see what men's fashion has shaped here as opposed to where we came from. Again, a lot of opportunity. The downside, again, there's always opportunity and there is challenge. The challenge is that in this situation, the independent alliance already exists. There are no Hakata. There are no ministry. There is the independent alliance. And it is not in good shape. It is in a shaky situation. It's already spread itself too thin.
Wait, pause. One, this is a nice place.
Grazie.
Real nice. Abigail, you're a blind, bloodthirsty, rage, murder, monster machine hobo? Is that what I heard when I came in?
My double is, yes, the one from this existence apparently went on a murderous rampage. I haven't had a chance to go through the history books, but I can only assume that the codes that were meant to be broken were in fact broken, and that it was not all lost, because otherwise we would be in a far worse situation right now.
I need to get out of here because I am part of the fucking cam again, and that cannot fucking stand.
Welcome.
Oh.
Well,
I think we all kind of want to get out of here, or
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Well, Duran, maybe not Duran, but
if you
Again,
want to stay,
there are advantages and there are challenges. Being seen as a member of the Camarilla, Signor Vincenzo, means that you get to work on the Camarilla from within.
True. But
you are a trusted member who can disassemble things while everyone thinks that you are working in the best benefit of the Camarilla.
I have not thought about that. However, when I was in the cam, never mind. It's too complicated to go through. I just don't like being called Vinny. Fuck, I hated that when I was.
I am sure that that is something that with a proper application of strong words and perhaps the back of your left hand, you could solve pretty quickly.
Regardless of that, someone's getting punched in the dick tonight. So just throwing it out there. Cool. It's a long story. And what happened to you, Mr. I'm too hot?
Which one are you talking about? Me?
Yeah, you, bro.
Mm.
Stay or go, Senor Mordecai.
How's your limo situation?
Well, the limo is.
See, are they all pink?
No.
Wait, they're all pink?
I have an unholy number of Teslas in the garage, though.
Teslas?
And my furniture is apparently substandard to someone of my station.
Wait, what did you get? Ashley's or something?
No, it's worse than that. It's
how can it get worse
uncomfortable
than
and
Ashley's?
terrible.
Wait, is it like those rental places? Rent to go thing?
He might be. I don't know. He's very fake me is very frugal. And not at all.
Oh, are you shitting me?
He does not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Extraneous creature comforts.
So he's not frugal, he's cheap.
Yeah.
Wait,
that said, I had a bit of an odd thing happen, honestly. Woke up hungry.
Okay.
sensing the urge of the beast that we feel in such circumstances. And it revealed to me that I am looking for something.
Oh, see, I had a call.
So I am looking for something.
See, and
Why didn't I know I was
you're not
looking for
supposed to
something?
find it. I am supposed to take it from you.
Oh, well, that's complicating.
No, no. I received a call from the Independent Alliance. I really don't like these people very much.
The Independent Alliance that we are fighting tooth and nail to not have happen.
See, in our own place, the Independent Alliance has told me that I, one of its most stalwart upholders, apparently,
of course,
must relieve you of the Gehenna stone that you are bound to find, because it is something that we are to. You are not trusted by the Independent Alliance, and will use the stone's powers for evil, where we will use it for good, or some complete.
It sounds pretty on brand.
Complete bullshit for that. I don't know.
Pretty on brand.
That's terrible.
It does, except for the fact that honestly,
lie.
If Mordecai was to use his stone for evil, I would use it for bigger evil. I mean, I can't let Mordecai be the most evil. Well, actually, yeah, it would be a back and forth situation. Who can cause it to blow up the most people, kind of thing.
Vincent will like slowly head turn towards Abigail and kind of turn his head like, what?
I'm not
sure why we're talking about this, given that Gehenna stone is supposed to help us get home.
See, so it is something that we are going to get our hands on anyways, in order to get out of here.
I just want to go home. Can we just go home?
Remember that home has its own issues.
Yes, but my bar is now called Smiling Jack's, and there's honky tonk playing there. There's no Calgary night. There's no Vancouver night. There's nothing. It's
horrifying.
Just shit. People dressing up looking like, oh God,
cowboys.
It's so bad. And
Calgarians.
They look and they drink draft beer. That's it. No cocktails, no nothing. They don't even have a fucking stage. Well, they have a stage on there, but it's like,
are there peanuts on the floor?
Yes. Oh,
Baron. So everybody at your bar is
horrible.
A camera, not an anarch.
Interesting. I don't want to think about it right now, but I did make drinks there. They were not bad. They were not bad. My drinks were not bad.
Wait. Was not the Independent Alliance a thorn that was coming to wreak havoc on the status quo of the city that it enters, Camarilla, Anarch, what have you, because it's been moving up the coast?
I assume.
See.
So therefore, if the Independent Alliance exists strong enough in Vancouver proper, what kind of Camarilla presence is there? For that matter,
the Independent Alliance in Vancouver is you and I, Senor Strickland, and they don't trust you.
Oh, shit.
So I have pretty much left a note to the Duran who will end up back here, saying a few things. Get the fuck out of Vancouver. Work with Senor Mordecai Strickland, and in a strong alliance, go somewhere else. And P.S. I embrace the ghoul who was set to watch over you.
You did what?
I'm sorry, what?
See, Resica was put into the household to watch me for my sire, Dante. Well, of course, within my family, if you do an excellent job over time, then you are eventually embraced. It is the goal of all ghouls to be brought into the family. Well, when I arrived the other night, I mentioned that I had been considering it, And apparently this world's Duran had not been, because she seemed rather elated with the idea. So I embraced her.
Oh my God.
It will be for him to deal with when he gets back. I have made
Wait,
sure that
wait a minute.
Francis, I have made sure that Francis,
Hold.
the ghoul from the fine art auction house, is taking care of her right now. All the ghouls are
What?
very well trained in taking care of fledgling vampires.
Wait, so you basically left a steaming pile of dog shit on the
No,
doorstep?
no. What I did was I corrected some issues as I
Oh,
saw them.
See,
okay.
I would love to say that I am more surprised, but I am not. I'm really not. And it's, you know what, Duran, if you have an opportunity to clean this place up, I guess why the hell not, right?
See, I might as well at least allow enough confusion and chaos that our equivalents can perhaps take a step forward without the binding idiocy of this independent alliance, and with a little more added support. Resica, I have been applying at home to have Resica embraced. It is rare that someone in the immediate family would do it. Usually they would be done by someone else. However, it's not unusual enough that my doing it would cause big issues here, particularly because some of what's going on here does not make sense with how the rules are at home. So I am just interpreting the rules as they are.
Wait, one moment though. If you end up leaving this place and you
See,
leave Resica here,
see,
what happens to the blood bond between you and her?
I do not know whether it will transfer to the Duran who steps in, or whether there will be no blood bond there whatsoever. In which case, if he's a dick, she can treat him like one.
I guess, I mean, that's fair. That actually gives her a bit of a leg up, so to speak,
See,
perhaps.
and
Or
if it transfers, then it transfers, and it is just as if the normal family thing would occur, except he comes back and goes, wait, what? The ghoul was what? Embraced how? And now he has to answer to Dante as to why the ghoul that Dante placed in his household has been embraced without permission
yeah,
of the
we
rest
can't
of the
stay
family.
here. That's problems for you.
Oh, no. I would be able to handle it. I would be able to dance it around verbally. I don't know that the Duran that I swapped that with will be able to. So 6 of one, half of the other. I could stay. However, there are enough issues among all four of us. And where is Prince Jude?
I believe she was still dealing with princely stuff.
Yeah, you get
Bueno.
it. There's a text from Prince Jude of, will be delayed dealing at Elysium with stuff, seneschal, etc.
Bueno. And then once she is done with whatever she is doing, I believe that as much as I could make a go of it in this reality, I think for the benefit of the coterie, we should examine leaving for sure. I do not want to stay without the rest of you, and I do not want to deal with your analogs here, especially yours,
Understood.
Abigail. I would have to treat with that harshly.
I am not even sure what the deal is with her. I know that she hasn't changed history at least enough, because if she had, then there would be far worse things happening right now. I don't know why I was hearing a different beast. But actually, one second. And Abigail pulls out her phone and just does a quick Google search on Winston Churchill.
It seems remarkably similar.
Okay. All right.
So you heard a different beast too?
Yes, I did, but
Ooh,
I
who
don't
did you
know
hear?
why. I don't think I should be sharing that.
Interesting.
You
Oh.
know,
In other
military secrets and all that, I'm not entirely sure what I should and shouldn't be sharing.
interesting news, I have a shadow again.
Oh, really?
Oh, brilliant!
See, so
Congratulations.
yes, I have the full range of my capabilities here. When we go back to our reality, that may change again. Which is kind of strange that we brought certain things over from our reality, but not other things over from our reality. Are we spirits who have come into the bodies that remained in this reality? In which case, why did our clothing come across as well? Or did we actually physically shift reality? I don't know.
I just know when we get back, I'm not going to those places with you guys again because too much fucking shit has happened. And this Vincent sucks. Like he keeps the place like a frat place. Like I had to pull the sheets over. There was nothing comfortable in that room. Also, my music that I played when I go to bed was not the same. Like I usually listen to the Attila and the Huns fighting and the Mongolians, but like it was like just like Skrillex shit. It was so bad. It was fucking terrible. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. Also, he shops organically, which I'm not opposed to, but like there were like 2 chickens in there, like rotisserie chickens that I can't eat. But and beers. Again, not mad at it. It's just
Wait,
weird.
is your double actually able to eat normal mortal food? Is that what you're
Holy
implying?
shit.
Is that what you're implying?
I
Or
didn't
is
even
it
think of that.
or is it
Oh,
chickens for the restaurant? Like were they in your private quarters or
a bunch of Whole Foods shit.
in
It
your
was
private quarters?
yes.
Oh.
Also, again, he's still cool because he likes anime, but there's like more seasons here than I've ever thought. But again, it was like there was a coffee stain on the table. It just wasn't.
Oh my god.
I don't keep places like that.
I hate to ask this, but maybe you should find out if your doppelganger is a thin blood.
That's
Because
racist.
if he is, then that if people think that you're a thin blood, that might put a price on your head. Although you did say that you're part of the cam, so that would be really weird. Unless the cam has
Yeah,
suddenly started liking thin bloods. I don't
The
know.
independent alliance already exists here. The cam could start liking thin bloods in this reality.
It's
We do not
entirely
know.
possible. It's entirely possible.
Baron
I cleaned the
Vincent,
fuck up out of that house though. Yes.
are you gonna try food?
Yeah, I'll try something.
Oh no.
Does Duran have anything here, or would Baron Vincent have brought anything with him?
He brought one of the chickens.
Okay.
He will present it in like the little container. See, look at this chicken.
Ew.
For the rest of
And
you, if you kind of take any breaths in through your nose or anything, it just sort of does not smell right. It just, there's no, it's kind of like a neutral smell. Like it doesn't disgust you or anything, but it's just like that doesn't smell right. Like you've long ago forgotten what rotisserie chicken smells like. Are you going to try some, Baron Vincent? From the Whole Foods
Yes.
container?
Yes. Does anybody want to try something?
No. Not particularly. I don't think switching dimensions is going to change my constitution.
I will grab a wing. I'll just. Ugh! I have not done this in a very long time. Bottoms up. Yeah.
So Baron Vincent takes a bite. Everyone else is kind of like, ew.
If that comes back out here on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up.
Abigail takes several steps back because she has seen what happens when people decide that they want to eat food, or people, sorry, a kindred decide that they want to eat food when they shouldn't. So she takes several steps back.
So, Baron Vincent, you take a bite, you kind of rip off a chunk of it. You're chewing for a bit. The taste is bland,
Morbidly fascinated by this.
and it's you chew, you get to the point where it's kind of broken down enough that you can swallow. You swallow, your entire being from the other dimension is like, this is wrong. You're kind of anticipating that it's going to come back up almost immediately. You didn't do blush of life. You just chewing and swallowing, and you got that right in the back of your mind, like, this is going to come up. It's going to be messy. I'm going to have to go get Duran's blood mop bucket, like, just, and nothing happens.
Well,
Holy shit.
where is the kaboom? Where is the earth-shattering kaboom?
Yeah, this is whole.
This adds further questions to what transferred and what did not.
Indeed, it does. Duran,
Holy
are there
shit, I could
any
eat
are there
food.
any delicatessens that might have cheese around here?
Oh, we're bringing up the cheese thing. What happened? Oh, I
No.
thought that was a no-go.
At
That was
this
a no-go when I thought I couldn't eat it.
at this time of night,
There has to be a convenience store here or something, right?
there would be a convenience store a couple of blocks from here. See,
Well, I'll think about that for later, but when we're leaving, just remind me. I'll maybe pick up like something cheese related if they have anything in the refrigerators.
Hold on. I've been wanting to say this for almost, I can't say how many years. Abigail, I think that's a good idea.
No. No.
Yes.
No. No. No.
No.
Done.
Yeah.
Nope.
I thought it was funny.
I understand that you thought it was funny, but we've had. Oh, never mind. Yes, you know what? Just go hog wild and just get it out of your system.
See, this
Sorry.
is what happens when I'm not allowed to say anything and I put shit in the chat.
It's so bad. Well, hey, I can get you some cheese. Do anybody want some cheese?
Well, why don't we decide what we're doing first, and then
see,
on our way out, I can stop by and grab something on our way
Do
to
you have a
wherever.
favorite kind, Abigail?
I don't even remember, really, honestly. And who knows what palate this little demon child has that is in this dimension.
Apparently a great one if she's like, massacring people. I mean, that's what I heard you say.
Yes, that is in fact true.
Wait, did your doppelganger pull out somebody's heart?
That I don't know. I'm kind of scared to ask.
Ooh, it's getting all sneaky. I kid.
I guess we had different life experiences. Things diverged in our life at different points, and she became the way she was, and I became the way I am.
But this Abigail doesn't sound like a cool Abigail like you are. You're kind of cool.
Oh,
I think
thank you.
I think you're well, they haven't said it in a long time. Rad? Is that thing that
Aw.
they say? Rad?
I think that was what was it? The 80s, I think it was.
Yeah,
The
it's been a
80s with
while.
Rad, yes.
Yeah, rad.
Yes, I do remember that from the 80s. But no, I mean, I'm sure she has some sort of redeeming qualities, but it seems everybody at the Chantry doesn't like her very much. So
What?
Well, I mean, it's not like anybody at the Chantry likes me, really. Okay, I mean,
Wait,
I have different viewpoints than a lot of
you don't
Tremere,
what?
but this particular Abigail is a more cruel. This kind of she went in the
What
opposite direction.
house? What house do you kind of, vibe with Tremere
There
style?
was no house. There was no house. There
So
was
you
only
didn't
Alistair. There was only Alistair. There was only me, and there was the. You know what? Getting into my history is probably a bad idea right now.
No, I was just considering because, like, I know at least back in the places you know exist, House Ipsimus is their thing, and some House Carna, a lot of House Carna back then. But like, is that where you go, or are you the other one?
They never told me about houses.
Oh, you
Honestly,
didn't get a Hogwarts house. Damn it.
I didn't get. So it was more so the I was left to my own devices so long as I didn't go outside of the lines of the Tremere pyramid, so to speak. And I got away with
House
doing that for
Tremere.
the longest time because I had things that I could contribute. And then, well, let's just say that I started dabbling in things that I probably shouldn't have been dabbling in, and I moved to Vancouver.
Was it Raising the Dead
No,
from a
No,
dead
no,
sleep?
no. That's Duran's
see,
house clan that does that sort of thing. I don't know how to do that.
Sorry, I've been in a Halloween mood since we've been here. Like, it's been pretty chill, minus the crap at the damn fucking Smiling Jack's bar. The fuck.
oh, as a quick aside, and it is something that Barone Vincenzo won't recognize, Connor Lilu is still alive.
Connor.
See,
That's
he is still
That's
running. He is still running the park casino.
oh
I don't.
we take him with us.
no.
Ha! That would be a very fun April Fool's joke. See, that would be a very interesting little,
Dear Cassandra,
we brought him back for
surprise.
you.
Dear Cassandra, Daddy's back.
Wow,
What's going on?
wow.
I
Um,
want to do it now.
so Connor Lilu was the sire of an, shall we say, another coteries, one of their members, and they
A group of
killed
chaos monkeys who.
killed. Yeah, they killed off Connor Lilu, and he was apparently not a very great guy or something to that effect. Anyway, they killed him off.
Which kindred are really great
I know,
guys?
I know.
I
I
hold,
mean,
hold up. I got another cheese joke because that means they sound like they were
A cheddar cheese joke? What?
monster. A monster.
Mm,
That's not really a cheddar cheese joke.
no, it doesn't have to be cheddar cheese.
No, so you like cheddar? Cheddar.
I don't
he
know.
he's looking for something that's sharp. But anyways,
See, you got it.
see. But anyways, once we get our hands on this stone thing and find out what we're doing, it would be easy enough, I would think, to kidnap Signor Lilu. In our reality, he owed us several boons for doing work for him, mostly investigating the coterie that his childhood belonged to, because the coterie is made up of idiots. The coterie that has they left Vancouver quite some time ago under very strange circumstances involving explosions and Sabat and some other things.
I like explosions.
I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of explosions during that time.
See, but there is a time and a place for blowing things up, and not indiscriminately. That just goes no
Yeah,
place.
you got to be tactful with
That
explosions.
see that costs the city a lot. They
Yeah,
are. Last I heard, they are wandering somewhere around the world, the United States somewhere.
you have
No
been very
doubt getting
quiet.
up to all sorts of whatever they're getting up to. But yes, the more I think about it, the more I think we should approach Signor Lilu and bring him into this plan. On the basis that he already controls a fair bit of this reality, what if we could expand him to another reality?
I mean, based only on the thought that we never got paid for the boons we were promised.
But
You
do
do
you
what?
think that this particular Honolulu will want to pay us for the boons that his
The opportunity
doppelganger?
to expand his empire
Ooh,
to another.
I
I
mean, that is true.
I would actually, just for the potential ripples it would place in the spatial time stream, I would call it even.
I was going to say, that's a scary plan. Put that over there. Abigail, if you are as, brutal and vicious and cruel, you could, threaten them with their unlife being taken from them, since you are such a badass in this dimension. Scare 'em, blah blah, like what was
I
that
mean,
movie?
I have been learning some new tricks. So, the Tremere Chantry has some interesting books.
Did you take them?
Well, I read them. I read through them. I sat with Cassius and I read through them. Which, I mean,
Oh,
apparently
how's
he's the
Cassius?
Primogen. He's the Tremere Primogen. It's kind of interesting. I didn't want any of those roles, and now I have to be the regent, apparently, or my doppelganger is the
Whoa,
regent
you're the
of the,
regent?
apparently, or some shit like that. And you know, I did not want. I just want to be, honestly, in our reality, I really just wanted to kind of be left alone. So it's unfortunate. But either way, read some books, learn some new tricks. So if I really need to be vicious with this Connor Lilu, we can see what I can come up with. If we need to do that, if that is the plan. Speaking of, do we know what the plan is for this evening?
And on that note, that we don't know what the plan is, it's time for a bit of a break so that the players can come up with a plan, and then we can come back to you guys and show everybody what the plan is.
Connor Lelu.
Apparently, the plan is Connor Lilu. But come on back in about 7 minutes, everybody. We will be back, and we will be ready to see what goes on in the second half. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, we're figuring out what the plan is. And back to the action.
So anyway, Honolulu.
Yes.
See,
Is that what we want to be doing this evening? Is
Who-
there...
we are in an interesting position of being able to impact several realities. Who else could be alive here that may not be there, or that we could take back if we can take back other people? Who's to say that we get this stone and we are able to take back everybody? Who's to say we get this stone and only us are able? But you know what? You can't know without trying.
I mean,
Is
the
Dave
problem...
is I need an internet connection here. Is David Bowie alive still in this reality?
I mean, though that...
You're
I
checking?
mean, that would be lovely. That would be lovely if he was, but you know,
Kevin
butterfly
Conroy
effect
just
and all
asked.
that. If you bring these people that are no longer alive in our reality back to our reality, the effects could be catastrophic.
I mean,
What effects? I mean, what effect has there been? Is anyone noticing themselves fading from photographs or feeling like they are not 100% here or something?
No,
All
but
the impacts that I have seen of us being here have been through our direct actions.
I'm talking about bringing other. If you bring Bowie back to our reality, what kind of effect will that have on all the people that have moved on?
He'll have
On
been
all
in
the people that
rehab.
haven't?
Everyone will be elated. He'll eventually die.
Gee, it will become incredible.
I mean, I suppose, but let's try not to bring back the evil ones, maybe?
Steve,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna Google if Kurt Cobain is still alive.
no.
very, very dead.
Damn
No.
it.
You're
not gonna let me get rid of that flaw, are you?
How do
We
we
have a Kurt
determine the
Cobain.
evil ones? So we're not going to bring back any American politician that except for maybe Bernie Sanders, but he's still existing in our reality too. So
exactly.
could you imagine two Bernie Sanders?
Would they be Bernie's Sanders or Bernie Sanders's?
I mean, maybe we don't bring back any politicians.
It wouldn't
probably
be
wise.
as good a time.
Oh, that's clever.
He keeps stretching that.
Yes, clever.
Like
Like
Two
string
points.
cheese.
2 points to House Anarch.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why Anarch was capitalized in the closed captioner.
Why
As
wouldn't
it
it
should
be,
be.
Clement?
It knows.
supposed to be.
As it,
It
should be.
knows.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
What are we doing?
exactly. Where do we want to go? Do you want to pay a visit to Honolulu? Because I mean, I may not have the majesty that our friend Mordecai has here, but I can probably knock him out.
I mean, do we want to knock him out and take him against his will, or do we want to convince him to come because
we
it would
want
be
to
the
invite
best
him?
interests in?
I mean, I guess maybe we should just see what he's like in this reality. Does he
Also,
even
his
know us in
child.
this reality?
We could just cruise up to the park casino, throw open the doors of the DeLorean and say, "Quick, get in! It's not you, it's your childer."
I mean, why a DeLorean?
Oh, that's so cool. Oh man.
You gotta do something about your kids, Marty.
I mean,
Oh my god.
That is the line. See,
you could also say, "Come with me if you want to live."
see.
That could also
see?
be an option.
Oh, you
You're
could
looking
do that.
for-
You could say that, Abigail, and like bare your fangs, like come here, like that.
I
Go into the witch
suppose.
thing. Kind of just go into it.
We could
pointy
just go classic and say, "Get to the chopper."
that could work as well. Yes.
We would need a chopper though.
I can
Does this reality's Mordecai have a chopper? Because I know that you have a chopper in our reality, don't you,
probably-
Mordecai?
It's probably cheap. And he'll
You
kind
have
of
a
No, I don't know if I would trust it.
You have a chopper, correct, Mordecai? In our reality.
wait. You do? The fuck?
I mean, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess I do.
All right.
All right. Guess we'll
So
pass.
maybe this reality's Mordecai has one as well, or do you think he's too cheap?
Ooh, or
That's
Or
maybe
is
very
that a
Do we
touchy
have
point?
do we have the time for the pilot to wind up the rubber bands? That's the only thing.
Oh, oh,
Uh,
oh, touche.
oh, shady. I
Really?
love it. Maybe the chopper is green, which is cool too. It probably only moves for like an hour, but
It's probably electric.
Or pink might be the thing.
Pink might, in fact, be the
See.
thing. I'm sorry,
So-
Mordecai. I know that you're having a rough time here. I know that it's not to your liking. I think that we all have things about this reality that we don't particularly like, little elements and whatnot. So I'm sorry that we're picking on you. It's not quite
So-
fair.
Or in the pink?
No.
No, in the limo. Oh, okay.
So to the casino then. Is that the consensus?
It was an interesting plan. See, let us go ahead with the casino.
All right.
Is there like a roulette table there?
I
Okay.
hope roulette's still a thing.
Oh, there's two. I want to play roulette.
There's several
Alright.
roulette tables.
Ah,
Two
yeah.
craps tables, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Is there a bar?
There's one on every level.
Sweet. I'm gonna try alcohol too while I'm here. He just kind of like verbally said it's kind of like, I wonder if they still could make the liquor I had. Liquor. It's been a long time.
So you're headed to the casino then.
Yes, Park Casino. And I'm guessing we're taking the limo.
Does anybody want any chicken before we go?
No,
No,
grazie.
but I'll run over to that convenience store and grab some.
Can I go with you?
Some cheese.
Ho-hos and ding-dongs?
There's stuff there I've wanted to try for years and I have not tried it because I
mean-
can't eat.
There is a legend about the child being let loose in a convenience store with $100 bill. I think we are about to see what this experiment looks like in reality.
I mean, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not
yes.
particularly wealthy. I'm not going to be spending $100 in there. I just want.
No,
a
you
little
just want
block
some
of-
cheese. I am talking about
You-
the Barone Vincenzo.
Oh.
When you're
right,
there,
well,
get
Me?
him a
Am
Slurpee
I?
made entirely of syrup.
Me? Am I the drama? Yeah. Okay, come on, Abigail. We're gonna go to
See.
the
See,
Does anybody want anything?
the fact that you can eat, you will also have to get the Slurpee and drink it as fast as possible. We need to
Yes.
see if a vampire can have a brain freeze.
I am not opposed to that idea.
I mean, and Abigail looks across the street. It looks like there's a 7-Eleven right there, so that Slurpee thing might be an
He
option.
will bolt out of the door.
Abigail will just turn around to Mordecai and Joanna and say, "It'll be just a moment, unless you want to come
See,
with us."
no.
No?
We should not get in the way of the joy and the fun that will be occurring in there.
But don't you want to like try 7-Eleven
Oh,
pizza
no.
or something? Like they have
No.
those hot no pizza.
Not even if I could eat food still.
All right, you don't have any guilty
Sorry,
pleasures.
we're losing 7-Eleven as a sponsor, I guess.
No, you have no guilty pleasures in terms
Oh,
of
see,
junk food.
quite a few, but not something that can be done there.
Oh,
Really?
well, in terms of junk
Food's
food,
not one of them, no.
what about those Lindor things? Those little chocolate ball things that they make. None of those. Okay, all right. Abigail will step out and join Baron Vincent.
Speaking of Baron Vincent, we can deal with an itemized list later.
Okay.
I'm assuming like one of everything type thing to see if.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Particularly the Slurpee. I
Okay.
want the sweetest thing I could possibly get. Is there like a blue raspberry thing in here or something?
Yeah, something along those lines.
I'm going to buy the big jug, the thing. Have a so I'm just going to have it,
The
and I'm
bucket of
just going to get
Slurpee.
yes, and just
So by the
expect
time
to be a kind
Abigail
person.
makes it over there, Baron Vincent has like the Slurpee and like arms full of like ding dongs and Twinkies and whatnot because Twinkies still exist up here in Canada. Suck it,
Mm-hmm.
losers. Abigail.
Abigail's gonna just make a beeline towards one of the refrigerators and see if she can
There's
find.
it's a 7-Eleven. There's not great selection. It's basically like the little like cheese strings maybe in the refrigerator, and then there's like little teeny tiny like pieces of maybe mozzarella or marble.
Individually wrapped
Yeah.
processed cheese.
Abigail tries to find something that's not processed, like one of those little things of Cracker Barrel cheese, like little blocks or something. Can she
There's
find
like a
something
little
that?
kind of like rectangle square about yay big. Not
Yeah, because she
not
figures
big.
if she's going to get really sick after this, it might as well be worth it. So,
Yes, yes.
so she's like, okay, well, if I can't have any sort of brie or anything like that, then this is gonna have to do. And she grabs like a thing of cheddar, like a block
Any
of cheddar.
beverages?
I think Abigail will pass on. Well, okay, she'll probably grab a bottle of water
Okay.
because she's like looking at these and she's like, these all look very wrong. I think I should have a bottle of wine with this, but there's no wine being sold here. So, all right. And she just grabs the thing of cheese.
Okay.
I'm at the counter.
They're trying to
Hello,
get you to rope you into the fucking. Oh, do you have one of our points cards?
No, wait. Maybe. Check my number.
You do not.
Damn it. Fuck, you didn't give it the point system. I'd like to sign up for your rewards program, please.
They hand you the card over.
Here
You have a 7-Eleven credit card? Why, yes, we do.
Ugh. How much?
$56.
30.
Did you say
Are we haggling?
no?
Oh. Well, okay.
No, but Vincent, that's not how it works. It's just, price as is
You
in
want to
places
arm
like
wrestle?
this.
You want to arm wrestle for it?
No, I want you to pay me money
Ah,
for it.
Okay. Fine. Here, keep the change. Wait, is this the best Slurpee you got in this whole place?
And he like takes a look at the bucket of Slurpee and he's like, "Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't drink that shit."
Oh, you are awesome. Do you have wine?
There's like a box wine over there.
Yeah, he would
Yeah,
let you
Abigail,
'cause it's Canada.
Abigail. They
The
have
best
box
you're going to get
wine.
in a non liquor store is a 0.5%.
No, it's fine. The cheese is fine. If if I can consume this, then I'll try a beverage elsewhere. It's fine.
I got 2 straws so we can try it.
Sure.
Cardboard out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Sure. All right. That's fine. Abigail puts her block of cheese on.
I'm not sure what it's like down in the US side, but up here in Canada, everything is now cardboard straws. Or
Oh.
metal straws if
That
If you
works.
bought them.
yeah. So let's just fast forward this part through the cashier area, and you guys are piling into the limo.
Oh, I got extra straws too. So I got the blue raspberry Slurpee Deluxe with lots of ice. So we're gonna try this right now.
Before that happens, 1 sec. Can I just roll a burn out the cameras?
Sure. For everybody playing the home game, if you haven't experienced this before, I allow the different Tremere paths of blood sorcery.
And for other characters other than Tremere.
4 successes. So I just want to like basically wipe out the security cameras.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, onto the limo then.
So you're piling into the limo.
So I got zebra cakes. I got some ho-hos. I've got, what is these, Swiss rolls. I got the whole store.
I have cheese. And Abigail rips open the like the plastic wrapping over the cheese, kind of pulls it down, pulls it out the other side, and just looks at it and just kind of rips a chunk off, and gestures to Baron Vincent. Can you switch seats with me so that I'm closer to the window?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
All right. And Abigail goes. She rolls the window down just in case, and she takes
Okay.
it.
Rand's gonna make sure he's like far side.
Just pushed up near the driver.
kind of like shoes tucked away.
So Abigail, you very much so do not remember this taste of cheese. This, if you had eaten cheese recently, tastes kind of bland cheese, like not at all great cheese. Like it seems like it may be a couple days past the expiration date cheese. But you know, you're kind of doing what Vincent did earlier. You're kind of stealing yourself because the, I guess, lizard / kindred part of the back of your brain is like, this is going to come back up in like 3 seconds. As soon as I swallow, it's going all over the car, and I hope I get to the, lean my head out the window in enough time. And you chew, it breaks down in the inside of your mouth, and you give it the big swallow because you're not at all confident in how this is going to go. And it stays down.
Abigail looks at Mordecai, looks at Turan.
Do not. Okay.
So, I think that we are able to eat food in this reality, or at least myself and the Baron. Or you can try, at least. That's 2 out of the 4 of us that can now eat. I think that's a good sign. And Abigail sends a text message to Prince Jude and says, just I just had the loveliest cheese. Like, she knows that this may not be entirely secure, so she's just going to say, I just had the loveliest cheese. It tasted wonderful. Have you had a bite to eat this evening?
That's not at all cryptic. The dolphin swims at midnight.
So, Baron Vincent, are you in fact trying to give yourself brain freeze?
No.
Come on. Do it.
No, he's not trying to, but if it happens,
He's too good as do it. He's not trying to do it. He's completely forgotten that it happens.
Well, here's a spoiler. It does not happen. Because in order to get brain freeze, you need to freeze the blood, the veins and such going into your brain, which does not occur to kindred. There's no blood flow.
okay, so note, no brain freeze.
I wonder if we can actually like get inebriated. If that actually happens.
Oh fuck! Okay, Abigail, you've already said the word. We're going to the bar at the casino.
At this point, given that we're stuck here for a little while, Duran and Mordecai, I'm honestly thinking we might as well take advantage of what we can until we get to go home, because this place sucks, and if this is the only good thing about it, then so be it.
I see Duran more. And he's gonna like kind of throw a little bit about his age. I'm just gonna say, I think a nice port would do you okay, Duran. Port.
While I would admit the attraction is there, part of what is slowing me down from testing this is because when we get back to our reality, I am going to have to no longer enjoy that taste again.
So you're thinking that it's
It
best
has
to
been
have.
long enough since I have utilized my taste buds for anything that you would consider human. I may not wish to reawaken them.
Is it not better to
Fair.
have loved and lost than to have never loved at all, as they say?
Oh, I spent quite a time in my youth loving and have lost, and I do not wish to do it again.
Fair
I
enough.
will think about it, however.
Hey Morty. Hey Morty. Want to try a ho ho ho?
I see what you did there. No, I'm with Duran on this one.
It's chocolatey and creamy. Come on, it's good.
A great deal of my youth was spent. What's the word? Misspent.
Doing
And
what?
indulgent.
So what's
And
different about tonight?
it has been a very long time since I have tasted anything other than that which is necessary. And quite frankly, I don't really want to miss it again. I don't miss it now. Mainly because I've forgotten what it tastes like. If I learn that I can somehow enjoy it, I might want to stay here. And
you don't want to try the Thirst Buster of the Blueberry Raspberry Deluxe with the ice?
you enjoy it on my behalf. Just don't leave it on the upholstery.
I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
I mean, it's not even my car at this point, so I don't know. If you really got to hurl, you got to hurl.
Good thing too.
But-
There's crumbs everywhere.
It's going to disturb the hell out of them. What the hell were they doing in my car?
Well, I mean, you're assuming that your Mordecai doesn't eat in the car or leave crumbs on the bed.
That
didn't
would be
see any.
interesting if the five of us who were here and have moved to a reality where they cannot eat. Oh, I foresee some definite upset.
And if that's the case, they're probably
when they decide to
fighting.
sit over a quick meal to discuss what is going on and find out that they cannot by
I'm
projectile
thinking
vomiting at each other.
masquerade breaches, definitely.
Like Family Guy.
See, we may have to clean up in more ways than one.
Yes.
One would think that others in that kind of predicament would be more inclined to return to their homes than we are.
I was just about to
currently.
say that.
See.
I was like, if that's the case, they're probably like, let's get the fuck out of here.
See, now, are they searching for a Gehenna stone on their side?
I presume so, considering the messages we've been getting. Would they be searching for it on our side? Would they have that forethought?
I want to take this Thirst Buster with me.
Well, I assume the casino has far better food. They have high-end cocktails and little nibbles and things like that. At least I,
Are
I
you
think this one would have the same.
are you going to nibble?
We'll see if it's worth it. Honestly, I mean, I just want to see if I could. The cheese that I just ate wasn't very good. So if it takes something stronger for me to actually taste a good cheese, then I might nibble.
Are you a
We'll see.
Limburger fan or like blue cheese?
Well, I honestly, in my youth, it was very much things like brie and cheddars and things like that. But there was no real overseas influence in terms of the cheese that I was able to consume because, well, you know, hard times, mm, depression, things like that. So we will
So
see.
at that point, it's probably the limos doing the rather interesting dipsy doodle that you would have to do in any vehicle in order to get into Park Casino. You'd have to go this way, that way, a little bit of this way, and then pull into the main drive that's right in the front of it with the large glass area that is on that gigantic bronze monstrosity. Yeah, and if you would pull up in front, there would be the valet there ready to get in, park the car, etc. So, are you all proceeding into the casino?
Yep.
Okay. The opening area, the foyer in the front of the casino, it's the same, but at the same time, it's different. There's kind of a hanging light fixture that's there that almost looks like it's kind of like the best way to describe it would be in our reality, like Canadian Tire Christmas lights that look like they're just larger and fancier. But in this reality, there is kind of like kind of metal pieces that all hang down in different lengths that kind of like gives kind of a flow to the proceedings, and it's completely different. The security seems the same. You're able to walk up the stairs and get into the first floor of the casino. They all kind of wave you through. They don't need to see any ID. The first floor is on the left. There's some table games like blackjack, four card poker, etc. And to the kind of right area, there's a restaurant along the far wall and a massive amount of slot machines. Will you be proceeding up to the the third floor?
Well, we're on the hunt for Connor Lulu. Yes.
Well, we know where the office is.
So to the office then.
Yes.
You are not able to get into the office.
Who stops us?
The door itself stops you.
What is the door
The door
secured
is
with?
key fobbed.
Oh,
Okay.
where's the
I
craps
mean,
table?
Craps table would be on the third floor. Actually, no,
And
sorry. The craps table's on the second floor.
do you guys need me to play craps?
I mean, I haven't really played much in the way of craps, but I could certainly give it a shot. Do you think if we roll high enough, or what is it called, bring in enough money, do we think that we can attract the attention of Mr. Lilu?
Ooh, look at you thinking.
I try.
I don't know who this person is, but like, if you got boons, does that mean quasi I get a boon too, or
Mm, I think anything's on the table at this point.
all
What
right,
do you
we're gonna
think,
play
Mr.
craps.
Duran? Mr. Duran,
Is
what
there
do you?
is there anyone like suited who looks like a management type, pit boss type,
Not in this
opera security
particular.
type?
Yeah, you'd have to go up to the third floor to see most of that. There's pit bosses in like where the table games are, and there's a pit boss at the craps table. But other than that, it doesn't seem like it seems like it's a fairly slow night. It's probably like I think Monday at this point in reality. So yeah, it's Mondays. You're pretty slow.
Okay, I'm going to keep floating around until I see someone who looks like they're in charge.
Okay, Mordecai, what are you up to?
Well, um, in a handkerchief, Mordecai has a silver bullet that Duran handed to him.
Okay,
Everybody else is doing their own little unique test as to see how what's different and what isn't in this reality. Mordecai is going to touch the bullet very, very slowly.
it fucking hurts.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
You okay, Mordecai?
I'm fine.
All right.
And then they like it
Some
was
of the
fine.
old gout is flaring up.
Uh,
Maybe something to do with this reality or something. I don't know. It's terrible. But we're needing to spend money, are we?
I think it looks that way. I think it maybe we can attract the attention of Mr. Lilu if we start winning a little too much.
Or just spending an exceptional amount of money because casinos are obligated to keep eyes on individuals who spend lots and lots and lots of money.
Indeed. So, Mr.
Oh,
Mordecai,
Daddy.
can you foot the bill?
I just automatically assume I usually am. Go up to the cash. Actually, you know what? Let's go to where are we playing? Baccarat has pretty good odds.
Baron said that he wished to play craps.
I would say roulette's the best odds in the house, though, if you want to get technical. But well, craps is a fun diversion and a divestment of money.
We can do whatever you want, Daddy.
So we'll walk along a path towards the craps table, stopping at every blackjack table on the way, and cashing in like $1,000.
There are no blackjack tables
Oh.
on the way.
Okay. I'm not sure what the layout is. Stopping at tables, or do we just cash it into?
Yeah, you pretty much just go to the craps table. There's a bunch of the layout is kind of weird. In order to get to the craps table, you'd basically have to kind of navigate through a bunch of like slot machines.
Can't cash there. I was just hoping to avoid the whole when we start buying out the table, they'd have to come in with a whole new set of chips, which stops everything.
You can't actually do that in BC anymore. There's a $10,000 limit.
Well, this is going to be a rather inexpensive night. All right, well, let's buy it up to 10.
Sorry, it's I think $50,000 limit. But yeah, either way, the table has more than enough chips to take care of that.
We'll start at 10, hand everybody I don't know what, $2,000 in chips.
That's when security starts to come around. Handing people chips is slightly illegal in this particular area. So security would come up. Already? Give me a roll. And note to Paradox Entertainment, if you want people to do actual plays, try renaming your powers to something that isn't a word for disappointment as well, like aw,
Aw.
aw. Somebody get Justin and Chili on the phone.
I can message him.
Yeah, so can I. He doesn't want to put Were Hippos into Werewolf the Apocalypse 5th edition.
Where hip? You know what? That's fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm just saying, Were Hippos.
How frightening that would be.
I know,
Oh
right?
my god.
I mean, is it worse than alligators and
Do you realize
bears?
how
Weremoose. Weremoose. That's all I have to say.
Were Marmosets.
I don't care where moose. Where moose is where I am not.
Where mooses
Where moose? There moose.
everywhere. A moose. 10.
Slimmest of margins for me rolling 5 dice, but yeah, you did succeed. I rolled like 2 crits.
I mean, could have almost. I mean, I guess you could have. Oh, you got 2 crits. Nice.
Yeah, I rolled like 9 successes.
Cool. Good for you. 9. Wait a minute. 9 successes.
Yeah,
Holy crap!
on 5
That's a
dice.
lot. That's a lot for.
Everything was a success. There was 2 groups of crits.
Nice. That dude's tough.
Yeah, apparently he is mentally fortitude wise, but doesn't really have that many.
It's almost like he's been dealing with Lilu for a while.
Yeah, looks that way. So the security comes up and they're like, "Excuse me, sir, no passing."
Officer, is there a problem?
Yeah, you're not allowed to pass chips.
No? Oh my dear goodness. No one told? I'm so sorry.
That's that's
No,
okay.
well,
Just
I have to take them back. So I am so sorry. I want
Maybe-
these absolutely.
But it's my birthday, and he's
But
giving
it's
me
her
a
birthday.
birthday present.
even still.
Well, how about if
No.
And I'm
how about
celebrating
if I give
my
her the
divorce.
money and she pays for the chips?
That's
Or better
allowed, yeah.
yet, and she just says, "Mordecai, hand me the chips, please." And then she rolls, not mesmerize, maybe.
Forgetful mind?
I was gonna think cloud memory. That should give me 10 minutes. They're gonna forget everything ever happened. So you're gonna pass me the chips, and they're never gonna even know that I had them. Is basically that's my play here, if necessary.
All right.
So, cloud memory is charisma and dominate versus wits and resolve. I am going to rouse my charisma because it's not that great. And I pass that rouse.
Yeah, you're probably gonna crush him. He was not quite so good on this particular roll.
I caught him flat-footed.
Like, how not good was he?
Like 3?
Oh, okay. That's half my pool, so I should probably still roll. Okay. Using willpower. And that did it. So now I have 5.
That did do it. He completely forgets why he was there, and he just kind of wanders off.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Meanwhile, the dealer's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Meanwhile, the rest of the security who are actually watching through the cameras are like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, if that makes Connor Lulu show up, all the better, right?
I'm
Truth.
rolling craps. I'm ready. I'm playing.
All right. You get the standard run of the mill craps table type stuff like new shooter. They slide the dice over in your direction. What are you putting your money on? Keep in mind, I have no fucking idea how to run craps.
I do not either. So I'm just gonna wing it.
You
Whichever.
just pick a square on the thing and you put your money on it.
Let me do a quick look. Okay, I see it. I have never played this. I'm just gonna put a bunch on. Let's see. The year Vincent was embraced in the middle. 8.
Okay.
So that means 8's your point. So you want to roll a 8 before you roll a 7. You also don't want to roll boxcars or snake eyes because that craps everything.
So, Joe is a
Now.
player. Do you happen to have 2d6?
I do actually.
What? I thought you were only a vampire player. What is this?
I am not. Surprise, surprise.
Also
But what
plays
else do you do,
Shadowrun
Joe?
with all the d6s in that ridiculous game.
So
I-
generally, you don't pick a number. The first number you roll is your point. Because if the first number you roll is a 7 or 11, you win. If the
Right.
first number you roll is a 4, then you're trying to roll a 4 again before you hit a 7. If you hit a 7, you lose. If you hit a 4, you win.
All right, so let's do a roll for that.
Which one first?
Let's just do the 2d6. See what
Okay.
the thing is you're trying to get.
Because I do have these dice in my face. Wait,
Well,
there we
preferably
go.
not in your face, because that's going to be
No.
kind.
Not
If-
in my face.
If
Like
the dice leave the
Not the face, not the
table,
right on this desk. So
hey guys, I can eat food. Watch me eat these dice.
I got a 4 and a 1.
So you're looking for
for
5 in your
5.
next roll.
Yep.
Okay. Do I do it again?
Yep.
Yep.
A 3 and a 1.
Close,
They're
but
not liking me.
no cigar.
Again?
I
Yep.
do believe they collect the money, do they not?
It's been a
Oh.
while since I played craps. I think it continues to ride. The more you roll, the more of the odds you're going to get a 7. So I believe it continues to ride.
The 4 and a 4.
So an 8.
Seven. 6.
And there you go. That's a loss.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
Okay.
not really going to attract Mr. Lilo, is it?
You want to throw your hand in?
I mean, I'm
Come
I'm
on.
not really a gambler, but
Hey,
all
kiss
right,
the dice.
sure.
Kiss the dice. Do your thing.
storyteller.
Yes.
Gonna go and walk over to. We're on the same level of most tables, right? So I could find a high limit blackjack table.
You are not on the same level as most tables.
Really?
Down here would be there's a ridiculous restaurant, like if you go far to the left, but along that line, there's like kind of craps. There's a roulette table, but it's usually not in play, especially on a night like tonight where it's slow. There's like lower limit blackjack stuff. There's like $15 blackjack and $25 blackjack, like 4-card poker. There's
Lower limit, but you
yeah.
can you still have to pay table max to play all 7 spots, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to a blackjack table and load up all 7 spots.
This
There's a
table
bunch
is
of people at the
big.
table already, like probably about 3 or 4 people that
Is
are
there an
pissed
empty
off.
table?
There is not. Not
Oh no, this is low limit stuff. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
this is low limit.
Shall we? I think if we go up higher, maybe we can get a better table.
Third floor would be actually all of the baccarat, probably,
yes.
and
Let's go to Baccarat. Oh wait, but
The
let's
high
see.
limit
Monday night, so
rooms?
it's not too busy.
the high
If I
limit
can find-
rooms are on
Yeah.
either side of the upstairs. It is Jade East and Jade West.
All right.
Is there anything empty in either of those rooms?
Oh yeah, a slow Monday night. I can guarantee you, there's going to be some stuff that's empty.
All right, Baron Mordecai.
Yeah.
Should we go upstairs and perhaps go to a better table?
Fuck yeah. Come on. And
All
also
right.
bless these dice or whatever next comes up.
All right. You know that's not a thing that the Tremere do, right? We don't really.
Yes, you can.
I mean, we can make people think that you rolled a high number, but we can't actually make you roll a high number. You do realize that, right? Oh, never mind. Let's just go.
That is not what I was told. But okay, let's go. I have brought the Thirst Buster with me, so like they'll just hear me like every time.
Yeah. There's a few security guards that are kind of giving you the side eye with regards to it, like outside food and drink type shit. But then it's just like, yeah, whatever. They're spending a lot.
It's just water. It's just water. And maybe a little bit of
It says with a purple tongue. It's just water.
It's just water.
It's blue, rather. Yeah. Wow. Completely blue tongue. Wow, it's just water.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah, so head up to Baccarat. That's got 9 spots. Load that up.
yeah. So that'd be the main high limit rooms for Baccarat are, I believe, $50 minimum. Like there's some that are reserved that are kind of the regulars that would be there. That would be like they kind of reserved a table to basically be a private table, and there's like jackets on the seats, and people are clearly not there at the moment because it looks like the dealer is flipping or changing the cards. But there's one that's basically just there's a dealer that's kind of like slightly leaning back in their seat, like they do the showing of the hands and they put their hands on the table and they're just kind of leaning back in their seat because they're clearly fucking bored at this particular point in time. Mike knows. Mike's been there.
Let's go make his night, because 4 hours or 8 hour night when you're doing nothing but playing on a no active black Baccarat table just sucks. I mean, it's good you get to sit down, but if you don't have anything to think about, you're just mind-numbingly bored. So let's go sit down.
Hey, welcome.
Flip him $100 chip. Say this is for you right off the bat.
Oh, and then there's for the dealer.
He's not allowed to drop that without calling pit boss. Can't drop
100
anything bigger than
$100 you
25.
can.
Really?
Yeah.
We couldn't drop anything bigger than a quarter. Like 25 chip. Anyway.
Well, actually, it goes on the side.
Sideways. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, play out the whole table. All 9 spots.
And the pit boss, for this particular area, there's a pit boss basically per 2 tables. So the pit boss already knows that you're there and is well aware. And he just gives the like, yeah, okay, drop it, and then they drop the $100 chip. They're okay. They play out the whole thing. Let's see, 9 spots. So I'm going to roll a regular run-of-the-mill D10. You won 4 of those spots.
That's pretty standard.
Is there a bartender or a bar lady like walking around?
There is. I'm assuming you all went with Mordecai, wherever Mordecai went.
Yes. Well, Baron and I did. I'm not sure what Duran's up to, but I know that the two of us did.
Duran.
I went up to the third floor quite some time ago looking for someone who looks like they're in charge.
There really doesn't seem to be anybody floating around. Looks like they're in charge. Like this pretty slow nights. Generally, the people would stay kind of in the back room, back office
Hold
area.
on. I've met Lilu before. I've used presence on Lilu before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna summon him.
Summon.
In the other dimension, you did.
Well, let's find out if this works.
Yeah.
Let's find out if this works. What is the rules for
Summon is
summon?
got it
Pardon me?
right here on my trusty dusty tablet. On presence powers. Summon is
Manipulation and presence
Presence.
versus their composure and intelligence.
mm-hmm.
You will also be adding in presence twice because you do, in fact, have awe activated at this
I
particular
do.
point in time.
Well,
My one and only
Mordecai's
chance
doing
to
that.
actually beat Lilu.
Do you
More
have the
presence
beauty
roll.
merit? Do you have the beauty or stunning merit?
That would not work in this particular regard
Oh. Fair.
because presence and summoning doesn't matter how good looking you are if you're not
That
there.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, Mordecai's doing that. Abigail looks over at the bar, walks over, and realizes she still has some of Mordecai's money. So she goes and gets herself a glass of 50-year-old single malt scotch.
Okay. The bar in this particular area is kind of in, I won't say the center necessarily, as it's kind of not. It's kind of off to the one side, which is a fair trek from. Actually, no. Let's give you guys the. Let's have you in Jade East because Jade West is ridiculous and on the other side of the casino. So yeah, you go up, you buy the scotch, and
And
it smells
Abigail
alright.
kind of swirls it, smells it, kind of goes like, home. And then just
Down the hatch.
down the hatch.
Down the hatch. This burns on the way down. Like, you remember the first time that you've had kind of alcohol / scotch, and this brings back those memories because this is like the first time in probably about 50 years that you've come close to anything alcohol going down your throat, and it's like, yeah, this is, but it's a good burn.
Abigail just smiles at the bartender and walks back to, puts down the glass and then walks back to the Baron and to Mordecai.
Okay.
Did I notice? Did I notice her leave? Go to the bar.
You would have noticed her leave, but due to the kind of construction of Jade East, it is basically a solid wall, and you have to go around the wall in order to get to the kind of higher limit private tables because they don't want any random person kind of gawking in at the high rollers.
So is there like a bartender person that walks around with the cigar, cigarettes thing? That's what I'm
They
talking
don't have a cigarette thing, but there are people that have like trays that are walking around like servers.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
young man. You have smokes?
No.
Hmm.
I mean, there's like a 7-Eleven just up the street.
Damn. All right.
For the
Give me.
record, there's no smoking in any indoor place in BC. So
God damn it. That's right.
Pretty much Canada wide at this
Yeah.
point.
Can I
Mhm.
get a amaretto sour, 4 cherries?
Yeah, sure. And they're scribbling it down.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Do you have wine here?
We do.
Bring your finest sherry
Okay.
or wine, whatever.
And they take off to do that. Mordecai, how did that roll go?
Disappointing. Only 11.
You reach out with your presence powers,
Practically a failure.
and you summon Connor Lilu.
Now, with summon, do I have a sense of the individual being there or not?
Not at all.
I'm sort of reaching out. I'm just sort of reaching out to a presence and seeing if the presence is there. If the presence is there, if I succeed, it comes.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Cool. I guess I'll keep playing every now and then.
Indeed.
Salute and wave at the camera.
Give me a roll of your composure plus intelligence.
Ooh, is he going to summon me?
It might seem that way.
Oh, that would be cool. I'm going to have a way less successes than he does.
Welcome back, Abigail.
Oh, or not. 6.
You're feeling a tug. A tug towards the elevators.
Can I spend a willpower to
slow it down?
forestall it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to basically kind of like have a couple minutes to like basically go, hey guys, got news.
Yeah, basically.
So what do you say?
So I'm feeling that compulsion. I'll spend a willpower to forestall it. Dealer, cash me out for the moment. Everyone, we're going to meet the boss.
Dealer cannot cash you out. It's just whatever chips you happen to have.
Yeah.
Just grab the chips then and let's go.
Leave toss $500 onto the table for the dealer ship.
For the dealer,
Can I grab my drink to go?
yeah. On the way back, the server is coming up to you guys with the tray, and they're like, "Oh,
and our earpieces work."
Yeah, they would.
Okay. Everyone,
and you can pay with chips
as
well.
Would I know
sir.
what's happening?
I will give them $1,000 in chips and a fist bump.
Oh, thank you. And they take off because they've got paperwork to now do because that's not exactly normal. Duran, as you're kind of sussing out things, there doesn't seem to be anybody management position type thing, but you see the rest of the group kind of coming out of Jade East.
Okay.
Would I know it's a summon?
You're definitely getting that feeling.
I'm being summoned, everyone. So it doesn't seem like he appreciated my attempt at summoning him.
Oh, is that what you tried to do? Abigail says into her earpiece. Is that what you tried to do? Lovely.
I figured it would be a lot more expedient than sitting here wasting money. Oh my
But
god,
is
I'm
it
sounding
really
like him now. We need to get out of here.
Yes, exactly. That doesn't sound like you, Mordecai.
So, either way, I'm heading to the elevator.
I will meet them at the elevators.
All right. Basically, the way it's laid out is that there's a large kind of tiled area when you come up the stairs, which leads, if you go directly over to the left, to 4 elevators that will take you up to the rest of Park Casino and Resort.
And Resort.
Yeah. So you get in the elevator. It's fairly easy to get one. It's not at all busy. So you hit the button. You actually get the feeling that you should hit the penthouse button. The
at least
elevator goes
Miss
up.
Lilu's as pretentious as the last one, I'm sure.
Yeah. So the doors actually don't close right away once you hit the button. Like it's actually kind of red around the circle. And then after you like hit it again, they kind of go like, okay, why isn't this working? Like it's either this or I take fucking stairs. And then like it goes green and then the door is closed. And then
Watch
it
it
goes
in the
up.
camera.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie the cherry stems in my mouth into a heart from the amaretto sour. Just,
Okay.
look, Abigail, look.
Give me a Dex and Athletic. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, you want me to roll it? I can do it. I did
I
not
can
think
hit
we were
that.
going this
I'm
way.
gonna spend willpower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rouse my
Well-
dexterity.
Rouse dexterity just for this. Beat it like 700. Yeah, so the elevator goes up, and then eventually, when you're looking at the numbers, it kind of goes up to a certain point. It hits penthouse, but the doors don't open, and you're getting the feeling that you're still going up. And then, like 10 seconds later, like it seems like the elevator shouldn't be moving for this particular point. And then the doors open to a kind of vast, sprawling area. It's kind of like you get kind of like a Romanesque feel. Like there's kind of pillars, there's the granite floor, there's kind of the draperies that are down that depict various scenes on them that are all like hand sewn.
Well, this is
And-
quite opulent.
You can hear like music. Seems very familiar music.
Plot twist. Cassandra's here playing music.
What kind of music?
It's very jazzy, but yeah, it is. You can definitely make out that this is Cassandra singing.
Does it sound live
Oh.
or recorded?
This very much sounds live.
I guess we should go. And
Entrancement.
Mordecai, you are feeling the effects of it's wanting you to go down this particular hallway
Fair.
and then turn slightly to the right.
Do we see Cassandra at any point during this?
You do not.
Okay. All right. We're going this way.
And once you get back down to that particular point, turn right, it opens up into kind of a sunken living room type scenario, but it is absolutely gargantuan. There's like kind of the semicircle of a like Chesterfield that is sunken down into the floor. There's someone who's kind of relaxing on it. Their back is completely to you, and there's a few people milling about that you can see, but there's a stage on the far wall beyond the like fireplace where you can see Cassandra singing. Oh yes, come in.
Oh, I'm so tempted.
Abigail's gonna put up Sense the Unseen just to make sure that there's nobody else that we
Wits
don't see
and
here.
aspects.
Yep.
Same here.
Witty specs.
And-
roll.
I would like to rouse my wits.
Okay.
Me too. Hold on.
How'd that roll go, Abigail?
It passed. It's fine.
And just for everybody playing the home game, it is +2 if you do a rouse check to the dice pool. 4 successes.
Yeah, 4 successes.
4 successes.
Also 4 successes. Okay. You close your eyes and open them to the supernatural, and then you see that everyone who is in this room is very much a kindred.
Do I see anybody who
Jackpot.
like hiding basically? Like, do I see any
You do
hidden
not.
Nosferatu? Okay.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I guess I have to go up to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tempted to entrance her. Just to be a bastard. I'll go up to Connor. Monsignor Leilu. We have not met.
Oh, we've met.
You're gonna want to keep sitting down for this one because you and I haven't.
And he was like paying attention to the performance. Like he was kind of doing the Toreador thing of completely ignoring the person that he was talking to. And then he turns his head to you like, explain.
Call it a phenomenon of divergent dimensions. I don't belong here, and neither do my companions. However, there is enough similarity that I decided, and we looked you up because you were an ally of ours, of some renown, from whence we came, and we sought to seek your guidance and possible assistance. And having met you, or other you, my you, I attempted to cut the corners, as it were, and see if I could draw you into the gambling arena with more conventional methods and then slightly kindred ones. So my apologies with my haste or my ignorance in using such gauche methods of communication, as it were.
So what do you want?
Well, primarily, I and my compatriots, as much as we like it here, there are enough differences that we are looking to set things right to the way they were, to a point, in the sense of the individuals that were us here, slightly different, I'm sure at this point you're telling yourself by just simply our demeanors, and different in mechanism, such that we want to return to whence we came.
What does that have to do with me?
Possibly many things. Do you, as with our Senor Leilu, do you have connections within the occult to possibly procure particular artifacts of specific purpose?
I have some.
Our Leilu also worked within and both without the confines of political machination. And therefore, we could trust our Leilu with a certain level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Duran, please help me out. You're always so much more eloquent about these things. Subtlety.
Discretion.
Yes. And additionally, we discovered, while getting used to our strange new surroundings, strangers in the strange land though we are, that particular things had changed, possibly for the better, which is why we looked you up in the first place. Because there is one particular thing that has changed in our reality that is not changed here. And this is one of the things that we hoped to, for want of a better term, entice you by.
And Duran's going to sit down on the other side of Connor and say,
Oh,
what
please have a seat.
Senor Strickland is speaking of eloquently is that there is a Connor-shaped absence in our reality, which could benefit from having a Connor who goes back and forth between the two. Consider having sway in two worlds rather than one. There was some messiness in our reality. Your childer diablerized you.
That is
That one.
interesting.
See, she is much closer to the beast than the one that we see so wonderfully entertaining us here.
Well, yes,
she is
made an attempt.
She is in a deep spiral down and could benefit from having her sire brought back into her life, perhaps. She is still, I do not know about the Cassandra you have here, but there was one point where she ran with a pack. I'm sorry, a group of kindred, including the Nosferatu Harley, the La Sombra, whose name was never worth retaining, and the Malkavian,
Charles.
and the Ventru. Chucky
Charlotte.
and Charlotte, who actually of all five, Charlotte was the most stable of them, let us say. In our reality, the five of them still they're tearing about the Americas like a little group of chaos monkeys raising tent to have their circus periodically in different places. It might be of an advantage. We are currently exploring returning to our reality. There is no guarantee that there will be capacity for us to bring along members of this reality. There is no guarantee that we can, cause a doorway to exist that will be a back and forth. However, there is no guarantee that such will not be available to us as well. And we thought that we would make an offer to you.
Interesting. What's your offer?
Well, we will provide the means of access. It will require that you are with us when we obtain the ability to go back and forth, just to make sure that it can be done. In exchange, we will do what we can to smooth the transition to a now alive Senor Lilu back in our reality. It will knock a lot of people on the back heel.
I can imagine.
And in exchange,
we get to watch.
Not just that, a few boons, a couple of connections thrown our way. When you're running operations in two realities, you are going to need management. You're going to want someone to be watching in one while you're off dealing with the other.
Indeed. So, what's in it for you?
That management.
Plus, as I said, we get to watch.
It will be an interesting effect having a kindred of high standing who is perceived to have been
destroyed,
returning. It's not something that has not happened before. We all fake our deaths at some point or another.
Well, yes, and then there's that unpleasantness with the brouhaha.
See,
how anyone believes that you could remove the head of an ancient Ventru with a shotgun.
See. So, yeah, part of why we do it is for entertainment value, and part of why we do it is to benefit ourselves financially and with respect to political network. Exactly the same reason why a Toreador do anything, for both advantage and entertainment.
Indeed.
This is why Signor Mordecai was the one who came up with this interesting plan. He is much closer to your mean than the rest of us are.
So, what do you need from me right now?
Right now,
If you have information on the Gehenna Stone,
I've heard of it. I believe Abigail was going to speak.
Mr. Lilu, I was just wondering if I may be so bold, but what is your current relationship with your child? Are you on good terms?
I would say so. She might not.
Well, perhaps you might want to bring her over with us.
hmm,
I mean, if they're going to be chaos goblins, then we might as well just make it even worse. At this point, what are we going to lose?
or better.
Or better. I mean, there are opportunities that are already in place for a Connor Lilu in that other dimension, as well
in
as
fact, it's a
for
massive void.
as
in your
well
absence.
there's opportunities for your child, for Cassandra as well, because she has now disappeared from Vancouver, so that void can be filled, and no one will be the wiser that there are two of them, really.
I'll consider it. Let's do one thing at a time, shall we?
See, so the first step we are looking for is assistance in finding this Gehenna Stone. We have leads and others working on it as well, but the more force applied to a stone and the easier it is to move. So, if you would be so kind as to tap into your own resources.
And he's still glancing past you at Cassandra, and he's like, Jeffrey, and the stooge ghoul that everybody knows and loves comes up. Sir, um, what was it again? Gehenna something?
Gehenna Stone.
Right. Find out what you can about Gehenna stones in the area. In the area,
It might be in this area, it might be in Italy. We're not quite sure.
expand the net as per what they have mentioned. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Mm-hmm.
I like this Lilu better.
The second stage would be once we move on the Gehenna Stone, because we do not know if it is something that requires preparation in order to bring us back to our reality, or something that, much like the other items that we have experienced before, a touch is sufficient. When we move on the Gehenna Stone, we would like you to join the five of us. And so that if things happen very quickly, you can take advantage of the occurrence. And I say five because though there are four of us here, the fifth member, who is currently up to her hips in what she is normally to do, except in this reality, apparently it's much more demanding, would be Prince Jude.
Interesting.
Had you noticed a behavior difference?
There have been rumors.
That's because she's ours and not yours.
That is interesting.
See, now there is also the opportunity when we flip back to our reality that they will flip back here. Whether you are brought along with us or not, it puts you in a very interesting position to make a lot of different actions.
Indeed. I will get as much of the information for you as I can.
Bueno.
Baron Vincent, is it? Don't see you around these parts very much.
Yeah.
In our reality, there are some differences that have led to a very tight relationship between the Camarilla and the Anarchs in Vancouver,
Hold on.
having to do with Sabat and the Independent Alliance and a few other things. We have not experienced them the same way that you have experienced them here.
Indeed. Well,
And
as
so Barone Vincenzo is become a very valued member of our group.
as per usual, Baron, if you are
Yeah.
interested in partaking in the downstairs festivities, you are more than welcome in my, let's call it, territory.
Sweet. Nice place you got here, man. This is impressive.
Well, if you want to stay the night, we have special K series rooms available.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I'll leave it up to my friends here. I'm just enjoying the sights. I'm actually taking ideas. Who did your wallpaper? Is this wallpaper?
This is wallpaper.
I'm sorry.
It is, yes,
Ah, this
in
is
this
nice.
particular area.
Who made this?
I believe Egyptian Toreador.
Ooh. Are they
The
single?
name escapes me at the moment.
Are they single?
I can find out. Single, attached, Toreador, who knows?
It doesn't matter. I'm just curious.
Indeed. So I will find the information that you seek, and we will make a deal.
See,
Mr. Lulu, one last question. Your child, what is her relationship with the prince, with Prince Jude at the moment?
I don't
Well,
believe there is one.
have they ever been friendly that you know of?
Once,
Once?
before she attempted what succeeded apparently in your reality.
Hmm.
And then she ended up a little bit under my thumb.
And you did not allow the relationship between her and the prince?
It'd be entirely up to her.
Ah. All right. This is good information. Oh, and also, I do thank you for carrying the 50-year-old Glenfiddich. It's very, very tasty.
Vincent will turn his head to Abigail and
Glenfiddich? You do. My family used to have it at home, and this was just a 50-year-old. It would have been, you know, it was a nice thing to have. Thank
we
you.
have others. So, if that is the extent of our dealing for this particular evening,
see,
I have a performance to get back to.
see.
And
Grazie.
the Jeffrey Gould comes over and whispers something in Connor Lilu's ear. And Connor, whispers something back. So if you just hit the button on the elevator, you'll essentially see yourselves out.
Bueno. Grazie, signor. We will be talking soon.
And he is still kind of laser focused on the performance. And you, I'm assuming, make your way towards the elevator?
Casually.
Right before you get to the elevator, Jeffrey comes kind of scurrying up to you. Abigail?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. I was told to give this to you, and he hands you a bottle.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Oh,
100-year-old Gillen vintage.
oh, oh, this is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And then he scurries back whence he came. So, if there's anything else that you would like to do in the casino, now would be the time to let me know, because we're just about to wrap it up.
Are you
No,
happy?
I have no desire to blow this one up.
Nope.
No.
At this time.
Are you happy with your choices, Abigail? Was the scotch worth it?
Was the scotch with what?
Was it worth it?
Oh, it's as old as I am. So, I mean, really, it's kind of lovely.
I'm happy for you.
Well, I mean, I won't be able to drink it on the other side, but I sure will have a little bit of it tonight. And maybe you'd like to join me, and maybe
Oh,
if Jude feels,
absolutely.
and maybe if Jude feels like indulging, she can have some as well.
Or peer pressure.
No, we don't do peer pressure here.
Yeah, you know, hype. I'm the what the guy say before I beat
We
him up?
really, yes, we
Hype
do
man.
do peer pressure here, but I mean, yes.
Hype man. I'm the hype man. So I don't. Do Moto say that anymore? Raise the roof.
You're an enabler.
Yes,
Oh, right. Okay. Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes. I am not as bad as Morty is, but like occasionally if I see you, just and he will just kind of look over. Don't even start, Morty.
Shocked.
Anyway, but
I'm
yes,
shocked.
And suddenly,
This
shade
sudden,
powers emit from
unexpected
Baron Vincent
revelation.
and surround the
Shocked.
elevator. I'm just kidding. All right. So, on that note, it's a good time to wrap up this particular episode. So, we're going to do some quick outros, and everybody will let everybody know what's going on and where to find them. And we will throw Sarah's stuff up wherever it happens to be as these kindred make their way back down the elevator into the lobby and into Mordecai's pink limo. So let's go in the opposite order. Let's start with Cliff.
Happy Time Zone viewers, thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Cliff. I was here portraying Don Duran Giovanni, who can plot and plan in multiple realities, apparently. So, I mean, that's something going on the resume. You can catch me here for the Saturday takeovers for the Vampire the Masquerade with these amazing folk, who, if these are the people that are the reason I keep coming back to this. I can also be found doing Vampire the Masquerade and a few other places, Dark Sanded Tabletop. I'm pretty sure there's another one that I'm going to be doing sometime soon, or did, or something. I'm not sure. A little D&D when we get back to it on Would Be Heroes. And there's some other stuff coming down the pipe. And brace yourselves, buckle up. It's going to be a little bit of a wait yet, but Changeling is being recorded now and put together to be brought your way, and it gets interesting right off the get-go. If you haven't seen season 2, go back to YouTube and watch it, because you're going to want to watch at least the end of it to see just how much chaos we're walking into with Toronto. Oh, things get beautiful. So that's me. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the flip side.
And Mike.
Hi, Mike. I was playing Mordecai, and I am enjoying where we're going with this. So I'm looking forward to Jude's. I'm actually glad that June wasn't here tonight, because it wouldn't have gone quite this smoothly. I don't know. Maybe better. I don't know. But she's gonna be I don't know, she's gonna be really upset or stoked, or both. Who knows? You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, and CDN Captain America on Twitter, where I do mostly D&D ranting. Speaking of D&D, I do have a Tuesday thing at Would Be Heroes with the redoubtable Cliff. I mean, Yeah. Which will soon be starting up again once we get the tech issues sorted out. Beyond that, I have a superhero thing in the works, and I'm looking at possibly expanding my D&D mastership into possibly a different game, depending on timing. It's all about timing, available time. Other than that, that's me in a nutshell, unless somebody wants to bring me back for Toronto.
And Joe.
Hey everyone, this is Joe. I played Baron Vincent of Clan Bruja, he, him for both of us, and I am the ST for Montgomery by Night, which we have wrapped up season 2, do some editing. I will be releasing it, but we are done. I already got the notes plotting out for season 3. You can usually catch us at River Region Studios these are my stuff on Fridays. I will be here with Vampire Takeover with these lovely people. Vincent's just living the dream, drinking, doing stuff he was never able to do before he died. Also, still looking to punch Smile Jack in the dick. Yeah, this has been fantastic. Got to do some cheese jokes. Been wanting to do that for a while, and yeah, I love this game. I did not expect us to go to the casino, play craps, and lose, but it's at Morty's expense, so he's okay. But yeah. And the hoe did not want the ho-ho, so I'm mad. I'm kidding. Anyway, that's all I got. See me other place. Oh, I will be at PAX Unplugged this year at whenever this appears. So if you're there, come hang out with me. I'll be floating around Canada Gaming or any other place you'll see me. I'll try to wear a crown so people can spot me out in the corner. But yeah, that's all I got.
And other Joe.
Hello, my name is Joanna. I was playing Abigail for you today. You will find me on the socials at Hyrule Gardener, and you will find me here for the Saturday Takeover. I'm really sorry, Sarah. I think Abigail's just wanting to give the prince a gift to cheer the prince up. And, the Cassandra that is throwing dead roses on your doorstep may not be this same Cassandra, so hopefully it'll work out between the two of you.
Here, have a Toreador. Be happy.
Here. Yeah. Yeah, Abigail's just playing Cupid. Okay, I'm good.
And this guy's Storyteller Steve. So, a few things to cover. Go check out our merch shop where you can buy t-shirts like this, or coffee mugs like this, or there was a notebook kicking around here somewhere. There it is. Under this pile of stuff. Notebooks like this. And you can buy a whole bunch of other stuff, including shower curtains. And I'm getting the head shake of no on that one. Yeah, we needed a shower curtain recently. We bought something else. It's not fair. Also, we're trying to get to 1,500 subscribers on our YouTube. Once we get there, you can win something along the lines of this.
A shower curtain.
A shower curtain. You could win a VBN branded shower curtain. No, I'm kidding. That's not in the cards. But you can win a clan dice box thing from Dogmite Games in the clan of your choosing, whichever clan you want to throw on there, or the storyteller symbol, whichever one you want, much like Joanna is holding up there. Yeah, they are absolutely amazing, and you can get them in whatever clan you so choose. So, yeah, check that out. All right, so we are going to cut this episode off here, and then we will jump over to Philly by Night over on Rolling D20s and see what those kindred are up to. I've heard Methuselah as a word being thrown around. Who knows what's going to happen there? So we will see you in the chat over there in a few minutes. Have a good night, everybody.